All right, so now we're going to solve every satellite in the universe. Well, a satellite has father at the dead center. Done. Done. It's been solved and declared for the first time on the lips of men. So there you go. Let's get this larger. Satellite has father 58 at the dead center. Okay, just like the word steeple, the top of the church has father at the dead center. Okay. And remember, tower has father at the bookends. So you can see the obvious here, okay? Boy, they even share a lot of the same letters. But, and then look at the beautiful threes flanking this. Okay, so the A and the T get married to make 21. The S and the E get married, as always, to make 24. And so you have your bonus 45 points on top of father at the dead center. Of course, God's great name, El, is irresistible in satellite. You got this EL, or in symmetry, this EL, okay, which is very important to mention. What's left over in father, if you pop off that L, is the great number 41, which is king, okay. So you have the title of God, you have L for God, king, okay, which adds to father perfectly in total. And even more stunning, as I look at it now, is that you have exactly half of father at the tight dead center. These three letters add to 29, and then these two letters are another 29. They're very definitely 20 plus 9 is 29, last time we all checked. So that is stunning, absolutely stunning, and very confirming for the glory of God the Father. Now, if you want to be even more technical, which I do, in this set of 5 letters, the number of plus 2s exceeds the number of plus 1s by 2 in number, which I've been preaching the whole time. Furthermore, these two L's, which divide by 3, equal the bookends of father, which divide by 6 as a piece, just like the pair of L's, okay? F is 6, L is 12, and then R is 18. So that screams out the FR in father. This I equals the AH in father, being the very definition of 8 plus 1 equals 9, H plus A equals I, and then the TE in father equal the TE here. So clearly, FATHER is screaming out at me from the dead center of the word satellite. And we know that the center of something is always the most important. That's where all the most components live, that's where the highest part reaches, that's where the core lies, that's where the heart beats, and that's where the most expensive components are contained in safety. So father is at the dead center of the word satellite. Now, a satellite is far from a man-made invention alone. Okay, in fact, the very first satellites that existed in the universe were created by God himself. All of the planets, all of the moons, and so the moon is, of course, the satellite, the most famous satellite known by man that existed from Genesis, okay? The very first chapter of the Bible, just over 6,000 years ago. By the way, to get your understanding of the age of the earth fixed, you must order the book by Dr. Walt Brown, which is online free at creationscience.com, and he explains exactly the flood of Noah perfectly and how it exactly happened in scientific detail. And you can read it online free at his website, creationscience.com. But order a copy of the textbook. It's in its 8th edition from the website. It is a gorgeous physical book. And it should be in every single school institution across the whole world. Certainly my country and continent to begin, but across the whole world. This man is deserving of the Nobel Prize. I repeat, this man, Dr. Walt Brown, is deserving of the Nobel Prize for truth. And for the glory of God, okay? This man's work is far more important than Walt Disney. Dr. Walt Brown has labored for the truth, and he is a man of God that has received revelations from the Lord. Remember, science equals father. And then this is the ending of creation, which equals father. And, of course, this equals I am, and this equals God, and there's tons. Okay, but you must read this online free right now, okay? Understand it, okay? It'll explain everything you've ever seen in the physical planet and how it all came to be through the flood of Noah, okay? And what the pre-flood earth would have looked like. But now back to satellite, okay? So there's Father at the dead center. We went deep and got, so there's half Father, there's the other half Father, and then these letters left over equal 45, which is the dead center of Jesus. It equals leader. So I would just say satellite, Father, leader, okay, because Father's on top, and a satellite is on top. They're very high. They're the reason we get a lot of the broadcast signals that we get all over the world, because of satellites, of course. And a steeple is on top, okay, so for the same reason, Father at the dead center, and that's enough for that. But there you go. Every satellite in the universe has been solved for the glory of the God the Father. Here's the current date and time where this video is recorded. My name is Derek Kuby. So we continue to discover and solve everything in the universe for the glory of God the Father. And it is most simple and most epic and most pure, and every single human across the entire world needs to know this information. So share this video with someone, and let the entire school system across the planet get baptized in this revelation so we can see some real behavior amongst humans for all time, as long as I live and as long as Jesus Christ tarries. There you go. Satellite. Wow. Father at the dead center. Amazing. Okay. And then, of course, star. You know, there's some of the most obvious words we need to preach that come to our minds. So you start to think of that which is on top. Okay. That which is the highest. The word highest parallels Father. Star equals Father. Father's at the dead center of satellite parallels Father. The word meteor is flawless for Father. 1 + 1, 3 + 2s, even in the same order that they appear at the center of Father, and then the two letters that divide by 3, just like the bookends in Father. So meteor declares Father. The word asteroid does as well. This is smoking hot. We're just solving everything here. Might as well just solve the entire universe. Nebula is flawless for Father. And when I say flawless, I mean flawless. Like 1 + 1, 3 + 2s, two letters that divide by 3 in the word meteor and the word nebula. And the word night equals Father. The word noon equals Father. And now asteroid is really cool because that contains the letters star, which equals Father. And then you just get gorgeous 3s maintaining the offset. Okay, you get the ED9, you get the I9, you get the O15. Well, what's special about all those 3s? Well, lo and behold, they add perfectly to 33, which equals that. So asteroid equals the Father. And if you see a shooting star, that's also known as a shooting Father, because star equals Father. Because Father's on top. Father is the highest of the high. And every single thing that you've ever looked at in life that is vertically above you declares Father. Okay, remember when you are inside of a building and you see the exit sign over the dead center of the door jamb. Exit equals Father, with the left half equaling 29 and the right half equaling 29. Exit, because Father's on top and in the dead center of everything in this universe. So, okay. Now if you say a son, you know, add the letter A in front of son, that also equals Father, and just be simple about all this stuff. So meteor starts with Father, adds 18 on the end. Nebula is Father minus 3. Asteroid equals the Father perfectly. My Lord and my God, this is the first time I've seen this. Check this out. I kid you not. I kid you not, by God Almighty, whom I serve. Father is at the dead center of asteroid, and the rest equals that. Just like I'm quite aware that this one set of letters, F-A-T-H-E-R, is the highest of the high, and it is the golden piece of the entire puzzle. By the way, the word puzzle parallels Father, to which all words bow down. And this one piece is solving the entire puzzle more thoroughly and more excruciatingly awesomely than any other piece there is. So the word puzzle parallels Father, okay? 3 + 2s on the right, 1 + 1 here, two letters that divide by 3, done. In fact, puzzle equals Father plus Son, okay? And puzzle is flawless for Father. The two deads, this provides your +1 offset like the TH, and then these friends divide by 3, and these friends divide by 3. This is actually a double Z wrapped in love. It's smoking hot. But there you go. So Father, And this reminds me, remember we solved every tower and every spire, okay, which had father on the bookends, okay? Here's the exact same letters that made that father in tower, and then spires. This is a very famous foursome. The president, okay, of the United States, Prez is father. And so there's father at the dead center of Asteroid, just like he's at the dead center of Satellite. They even start with the same letters there, and then this adds to amazing. And then here's letters that divide by 3, just like this. Wow. Technically, asteroids are satellites. They are rotating, they are orbiting bodies of mass that are circling around another planet. Okay, that's what asteroids are. Now you must read this book here in order to understand where the asteroids came from. Okay, the ones that circle in our solar system were blasted there by... Read this, trust me. Get it from this man. It'll blow your mind, and it's very true. By the way, the Earth is not millions of years old. It is just over 6,000 years old. Just over 6,000 years old. Bible chronology is perfectly accurate. And everything was created in precisely 6 days. As in 24 hours times 6, like we know it today. That's how old this planet is. Just over 6,000 years. I remember doing the exact math on it earlier. But ignore every lie of millions of years old. They are stupid, they are lost, they are owned by the devil. You read this, you read your Bible down to the years, and you read this website and order the book and give it to all your friends and every school teacher, and you will be set free, and you will know the truth, and the truth shall set you free, okay? So, there you go. Star, father, center of this. Amazing. And then satellite, asteroid, father at the center. Okay, nebula, flawless for father. Here's the 3 plus 2s. Here's the 1 plus 1. Here's the 2 letters divided by 3. Same thing with the word meteor. What else is there in this universe that clearly screams out father? We've hit the biggest ones like crazy. I mean, just for fun, you can start poking into other terminology. I have no idea, you know, pulsars and quasars and black holes. And I mean, black hole equals Jehovah, and you can easily find all 3 23s. HO 23, LK 23, and the rest is the final 23. And the word eclipse equals Jehovah. So if indeed black holes are as scientifically valid as they are, then Jehovah equals black hole equals checkmate. And he's got this whole thing foreordained. So black hole, that was screaming out Jehovah. And you can easily find father in that, in perfect symmetry. Wow, that just jumped out at me like a truck. Look at finding father in black hole. Well, it's the exact same place we found it in tower and spire. The bookends. Just pop off the 4 on the left and the 4 on the right, and there's father, and then the K at the dead center bumps father up to Jehovah perfectly. You can do it in another way, where take the letters next door to Mr. K. CH also equals 11. You can get the father in symmetry like this or like this. Black hole is screaming out father. How about the quasars? How about the pulse? This is, you know, pick your. Now we know the word astronomy and astronomer starts with ASTR, which equals father. So you can't even talk about this kind of science. Remember, science equals father. Flawless from bookends inside out. SE equals FR, CC equals AF, dead center of science equals dead center of father, just like the word kiss. Okay. So you can't even talk about astronomy without saying ASTR first, which equals father. What science are you into? Astronomy. Oh, you meant astronomy. Oh, you meant father-onomy. Oh, so you worship God the Father. You serve Him without knowing it. And the person has to say yes, because they said the word astronomy. And they glorified the Father when they said that. And they say, I'm into science. Well, they glorified the Father when they said that. So you just say thank you for glorifying the Father every single time you speak English. Okay? So, pulsar equals truth. Quasar equals Christ. Cool. And I see a lot of similarities between the letters in Pulsar and the letters in Truth. R, U, SA equals T, and then the rest are offsets of 4s from the T and H. That's pretty tidy. Cool. Man, that was smoking hot. Solving everything in the universe that means a lot to a lot of people. The word galaxy, by the way, parallels Father. Galaxy, okay, it's identical in design to the word orgasm, where you have 4 plus 1s and 2 letters that divide by 3. Pop off the L, the rest equals Father. Father gets the first letter, the last letter, the plus 1s go lower. Very easy, the word galaxy. And amazingly, this is an amazing revelation. If you talk about our Milky Way galaxy, God is very proud of this, because every single word ends in Y, which is the highest plus 1 that God ordained that points to Father. And then all the letters in front divide by 3. So the word Milky, the word Way, and the word galaxy all parallel Father. Bang, bang, bang. Milky Way galaxy is a Father, Father, Father triple. And like I said, the Y is the highest letter in the alphabet, 25, that parallels Father. It equals the great name of God, all. Okay. God the Father owns it all and is sovereign over all the words that have ever existed in the history books. That is simply what you must accept. Okay. So we solved the Milky Way galaxy, every galaxy period. It was all very tidy. Okay, you can solve terms like vacuum and stuff like that. Matter, be my guest. Oh yeah, the word vacuum. What is in outer space? Well, much of it is a vacuum. Well, vacuum equals I am Father in order. VA equals 23. 22 plus 1 is I am. And then cum equals Father. And the CU is the bookends of Father, and the UM is the dead center of Father. Done. We just solved every vacuum in the history of the universe. Vacuum equals tower. Remember, tower was I am Father. Vacuum. There is nothing more extreme than a vacuum, because a vacuum is nothing. And by the way, the word nothing ends in Father. Thing equals Father. He created everything. Okay. So vacuum, I am 23 Father. Nothing, 29 Father. So nothing is literally half a Father. Father. Triple 29. Okay. Nothing equals half a Father. Father. And you can get all 3 29s from nothing. It's all or nothing. Okay. TI 29, HNG 29, NO 29. Nothing. Father. Vacuum. Father gets the last word. The periodic table of the elements. Father gets the last word. ENTS. Okay. Creation. Father gets the last word. Shun. The word period parallels Father, just like full stop. And when I say end of story, story ends in Father. So, end of story. Father gets the last word. Ori. O-R-Y. Okay. So, take your pick. Pick any word agreed upon in the science community for great things in the universe. And God has the whole thing wrapped up. Okay. That was satisfying. Asteroid, Nebula, Meteor. You can solve them all, like Comet would go to Christ and all this cool stuff. Comet equals the I am. Okay, that was pretty awesome. Every satellite has been solved. Oh yeah, and then if you talk about the International Space Station, if you want to solve a station, that's very easy. 2 very famous titles of God in the word station. Shun equals Father, and then STA, very famous. It equals us, the first title of God declared about himself, Genesis 1:26. Let us make man in our image. Okay, TA equals you, S equals S. Us, Father. 2 of the biggest titles of God in the word station. So you have a train station, you have the space station, you have all this cool stuff. And a station is like a place where people, people get together. The whole concept of us. So it starts with us, and then you get Father gets the last word. Station literally equals Father, us. Cool. Just poking at the word signal. Okay, that's good enough. More to come.